Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome to a fine Saturday evening, or whatever it happens to be in your time zone. I'm sector leader Cody, and I'm Cody. Welcome on in. Also, I like how CC spelt my name incorrectly this time. I don't know what makes it decide how my name is spelt, but... Oh my goodness. Okay, we got a few people to say hello to. Congrats on getting first Omega. Congrats on getting second Cake. Also, I think I said hello to you twice. Aqua, congrats on getting third. Also, welcome on in Rosie, and a big welcome to anybody who arrived here on Outbrk. Alright, we got some check-ins I gotta take a glance at here. It's just my memory firing up twice. Definitely happens. It definitely happened on Friday. My memory was operating at a... no, not Friday. Thursday. My memory was operating at a bit of a fast speed. I think it was just like fired off multiple times. Aqua's at 73 sessions, 98.6%. That is a very difficult percentage to maintain, especially over 73 sessions. We've got Cake with 67 sessions at 94.4%. I could have sworn it said that yesterday. Why... But the attendance rate is still pretty much the same. Maybe I was just reading somebody else's. The numbers get pretty close, like towards the as you get into the higher values, because I only just established this at the beginning of September. So, yeah. Now, there's that reminder for CC. Usually I do launch it right away, but it decided to not be logged in this time. So far, my day is doing pretty decent. Today is actually a genuine day off. That is... I love the genuine days off. Because last weekend was sort of a... it was not really actually a weekend. So... I had obligations to do both on Saturday and Sunday, so there was not really a weekend. Today I had no obligations. I was able to just chill all day. Rosie checking in, 90 sessions, 95%. Omega checking in. Those are the highest values you can get. 74 sessions at 100%. We do have some additional check-ins, but I do my best not to call them out until you send a different message or use a different redeem. Because it's also supposed to be a lurker-friendly one. It's mainly a mitigation because Twitch likes to sometimes not count people as viewers. And as much as they love to deny it, considering they keep constantly breaking viewership, I was checking yesterday's charts, and I noticed that that all too familiar dip right where the ads run again. Every single time an ad ran, there was a dip again. So Twitch brought it back. You know, Twitch, last week, I don't know what you did, but I didn't see that bug. Whatever you did this week brought it back. Stop breaking the viewership stuff. Oh, yeah, but some people have ad blockers. Most ad blockers don't even work on Twitch anyways. Alright? So start counting viewers properly. Also, the ads don't have access to our viewer counts, do they? If they do, they shouldn't. Dark Dragon Warrior, welcome on in. Probably gonna lurk with sleep. I wanted to give it love. I appreciate that very much. And I appreciate that 8 sessions. That is a number that will not be... nobody should lose progress on that number. There's only very specific circumstances in which I remove users from the database, and that is, well, bots that just post junk. They get removed at any point. And I think for the Firebot database, I have it so that if you haven't been in a stream for 5 years, I think that's another circumstance in which I purge the user database. That's just so the database doesn't become gigantic and doesn't take forever to load when I click on it and stuff like that, because eventually the user database is going to get pretty big. And yeah, I want to keep that properly maintained. Fireboat already can get a little clunky when there's a lot of activity. Most of the time you stream after I've already gone to sleep, caught you tonight. Yeah, unfortunately, that is definitely a thing with time zones and different times, different sleep cycles. And 6 p.m. Mountain Time has just become a regular thing for me. I did try to change it to noon at a point, actually. We actually had a couple of months where it was actually at noon Mountain Time, because that worked best with me. Then daytime stuff. I had stuff to do during the day, so back to the evening like it was earlier. I get up at 2:30 a.m. every day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is definitely quite the time to get up at. At least we're not getting up at 3:33. Oh, Witcher hour and all that. You know, I know a lot of people like have odd experiences at 3 p.m. But personally, my time of when I get like weird vibes and all that stuff is 4 a.m. It's like during 4 a.m. And it's not just because Animal Crossing has some of the weirdest music playing at 4 a.m. The 1 or 2 times I actually played it at around that time. There's just something about 4 a.m. Something is just unusual. I don't know, like maybe it's the alignment of the cosmic rays from beyond. I don't know, but it's 4 a.m. for some reason. Oh, that, and also 4 a.m. is usually when my sleep cycle cycles. So sometimes you get that brief moment in the middle of the night where you sort of like half wake up for a moment and then you go back to sleep. Well, 4 a.m. or shortly after 4 a.m. is usually around the time when that happens, when it does. It's considered confirmation. It's because people are paying more attention and getting their head. Yeah, you know what? I think sleep cycle also might have something to do with it too, like your brain chemistry, or I don't know. I don't know the advanced details of the human brain. I'm not an engineer or a surgeon or anything like that. But it's still pretty darn cool. Of course, I do believe with the obviously there are aliens out there. If we consider the size of the universe and the fact that we know absolutely nothing about it, sleep cycle may very well have influence in some instances. Yeah, for sure. Sleep cycle tush, very well tush, influence in some tush. Well, we know what the sectoral captain dreams about during the night. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're on Saturday, and we're going to be doing some Outbrk, continuing the tradition of weekly Outbrk. I mean, if you'd just arrived here in December, you'd suspect, wait, is there going to be Outbrk or is there not? Yeah, it's just December. We had a few specials. The last Saturday that I stream of the month, we usually do Mario Kart World, and now that I have Kirby Air Riders, I need to turn down the volume to sleep. Gotta work in the morning, otherwise I stay up later. That sounds good to be Dark Dragon Warrior. Thank you for swinging on by. I appreciate it. I understand that when I go into a lurk on a channel, I usually set the volume down to 1% as well. Oh, yeah, also, I remembered to actually try out the go live thing on Blue Sky. It basically, they just added it yesterday, and it temporarily sets your status as live. The only problem, it only supports up to 4 hours, and my streams on the weekend are 5 hours. So at some point, 1 hour before the end of the stream, it's going to be like, oh yeah, this person is not live anymore. Thanks. You know what? Isn't 4 hours a limit on certain social media platforms? Not all of them. Every social media platform has different limits. Twitch's limit is 48 hours. Don't know why. I set to 1% volume, or 1% and turned down my device volume. Yeah, that works pretty nicely. My stuff is plugged into my headphones, so if I'm lurking and crashing, I just place my headphones down over here and I can just rest. I don't even need to change my device volume, thank goodness. But that's because I use headphones. Oh yeah, and also as we may have heard just a little bit ago, I know how to use Blue Sky sometimes. So
Water.
I did post something related to that. Ooh, thanks for the water. Don't mind if I do. It's full, ready to go. And it's going to be some pretty cold water for a while because it's in my thermos cup. Thank you for the hydrate. And have a lovely rest. Hope it's high quality. Hope it goes uninterrupted. All of that good stuff. I also have some black cherry pop over here. Sorry, soda pop. I call it pop. It's a Canada thing. Well, it's some of Canada. I don't think all the provinces use it, the same terminology. I call it pop. I don't have pop all too often, but it's got to be a really good one when I do. All right, I've yammered for long enough. Let's get some Outbreak launched. Let's get my VTuber to become nice and laggy, because that also comes with it. And let's make sure I don't have 3 virtual machines running. Good, I have 2 running. That's the way it should be when I'm running stuff on the computer. I did forget to launch Steam, so we're going to have to wait for Steam to launch. Oops. Uh-oh, skidoo. Oopsie, skidoo. Do I have Lyrebird on here? No, not right there. Oh, by the way, the sound command that triggers uh-oh, skidoo actually has a small chance of showing the skidoo bird as well. The Lyrebird. It's actually a Lyrebird, but I call it a skidoo bird. By the way, when we played Planet Coaster yesterday, apparently I played for 69 minutes. Nice. Oh, did we get an update for... Oh, one of my games has an update now. I wonder what it is. December 20th? What? Okay, I think they didn't publish the patch notes yet. Anyway, that title is not Outbreak. Outbreak is the game we are about to launch right now. Okay, I've moved Shadow up over here so I can just glance up and see. The power of 4 monitors. I'll switch us over to the game capture scene once I have fixed the resolution problem that happens every time I launch Outbreak. Right now it's just preloaded. I am a tad concerned with the next major update for Outbreak. I have a feeling it's going to make my VTuber unusable. My VTuber already runs at like 1 to 2 frames per second when we get into the scenarios and stuff. There was a point where I could run my VTuber pretty efficiently with Outbreak. It was the second week of July after they fixed the GPU crash issues. Well, I already see something that I need to swap out. No, not input, graphics. Graphics, then we go over here, we change it to this, we change it back. There we go. Why is windowed mode such a difficult thing to execute? Oh, also, again, for some reason, the game layer, it does not unmute on its own when I change the category to select games. So, I don't know if an update to OBS broke it or whatnot, but here, let's actually check it out. Let's check it out. So, we're looking for category. Scene change? No. Auto move, auto unmute. This one is supposed to be responsible for all that. Not this one. Auto unmute categories. Let me check the casing of Outbrk again. Because I swear if it was... Actually, if it was changed so that it's not in all caps, I would actually be okay with that change. Let's check here. Of course, I gotta open up a second of my channel because I can't see the category display on the creator dashboard. No, it's in all caps. Do I have a space in the category? Is that the problem here? Whenever I change it to mute, it is supposed to unmute. Yeah, unmute this. Do we have multiple? Look at all of these audio sources, by the way. Oh my goodness. When you have this loaded up, it's ridiculous. Yeah, why does toggle OBS audio source not work? Wait, why is it toggle? Oh, I unchecked it, rechecked it, and it defaults to mute when I do that. So, yeah, gotta keep that in mind, too. But yeah, it's supposed to unmute the category when that happens. Now, I do have to change the window that's being targeted. So, let me just go over here. We go over here. We select this. We change it from Planet Coaster to, yeah, Outbrk right there. There we go. We got some Outbrk. We got messed up resolution because Planet Coaster was in a... I didn't resize it the way I wanted to. Okay, so. Ride as a passenger. Okay, swap. Thank you. There we go. That one's achievable in solo. Also, end one chase with earnings of 5,000 or more should not be too difficult. Apparently, all of these are low difficulty. They're all 4,000. I was sort of hoping for a few 8,500s, the more difficult challenges, because they take multiple runs to achieve. And you earn more from them. Why is this one... Oh, it's because it's only 10. Some of them are like, get 25 pictures of optimal, and that's considered the higher difficulty one. Also, remember, if you want to upgrade your probe, you got to make sure you upgrade your character. It is a character accessory. You wear your probe as your hat. That's how it works. You place your hat down onto the field when you need to intercept. Again, I don't know why. But then again, what type of probe is also character too? But we just go for box probe. This is the default probe. But most people have changed their probe since then. I don't know why it's all 7s. Guess they're figuring that'd be good luck or something like that. I don't know. I have mixed luck when it comes to tornadoes. Denim, denim, denim. That's your default. All right. Miranda. A sectoral leader has a special form named Miranda. No, it's not. It's not a female version of the sectoral leader. Remember, the sectoral leader's the sectoral leader, his species Doesn't have any of the genders we have. Very different genders, and there's like 4 or 5. Was there 4 or 5? I think I had 5. With complex compatibilities. It wasn't one or the other. It was like one is compatible with like 2 others, and this one is compatible with like 3. It's complicated. It is complicated logic. Oh, it's like, how the heck do you come up with all this? I don't know. I think my brain just runs like a bunch of RNG and maybe a bit of mix of logic and say piece the puzzle pieces together. And if they don't fit together, then I warp the puzzle piece so that it does. I don't know. Oh my goodness. How sectoral enforcement squadron lore is created. If the puzzle piece doesn't fit, just bend it. No, wait a minute. No. No, that's how Metal Gear logic works, right? It's if the puzzle piece doesn't fit, bend it so that it does, right? Forgot to tie something up? Well, guess what? Plot twist. It was actually this. Actually, a lot of the, like, if you look at it logically, it's Metal Gear's logic, Metal Gear's lore seems all, like, warped and disorganized and all that stuff. But, I mean, the thing is, they also mix it in with some of the reality we're dealing with, too. So that blend that it gives you that, like, oh my goodness, that could actually be real kind of vibe from the Metal Gear games. But we're not here to talk about that stuff. I mean, we might wind up talking about random stuff later anyways. That's what the Outbrk streams are for, when we're waiting for storms to fire up, or we're waiting for storms to fire up that are not about to go out of bounds. Where is this storm going? Out of bounds. And we're in Westport. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to eliminate my enemy in the game. Oh no. Timed missions. My weakness. Oh my goodness. So, we got a couple supercells, but they're not in very good spots. Let's take a look at our dew points here. Ugh! Oh my goodness, they are like crap down here. Not gonna get nothing here. I might not actually have to camp up north here for any additional storms that spawn. Unless we get something over here in the area that I don't like chasing storms. I win either way, it's just quicker to eliminate. Ah! That's actually how they, that's how some of the, oh my goodness. This is how, the Gigantus fight works in, Kirby Air Riders. The non-story Gigantus, by the way. The non-story Gigantus. One player controls Gigantus, and a whole bunch of other players, the other 15 players, they're the ones trying to defeat him. Now, the CPUs up to mid-level may be a little, like, they wander aimlessly and easily get knocked out and stuff. But if you go against level, like, 7+ CPUs, then you start getting the CPUs that know the weaknesses and they know where to go, then you're in more trouble. And, even more challenging, facing other players who know how to defeat Gigantus as well. I still don't know if that can happen online. So this storm here is definitely utilizing energy. We got some energy utilization up here out of bounds. This storm's heading out of bounds. I have no hopes of intercepting it. We have another storm over here beginning to utilize energy. Got a bit of upper level support on it. Mid-level support is not organized. But they could organize. Low level looks a little mediocre. And really, it's still a little disorganized, but I guess we'll see if something pops up from that. Also, it's very distracting when my stream preview starts playing. Let me just pause that. I only need to check that if I'm suspecting issues. So the Bakerville storm here, this could become interesting. We're still in an environment with a good amount of energy. So we might be doing some highway intercepts then. North highway intercepts. I think we're going to go to about here, and yeah, we'll go to the highway. Oh, the winds here are 31, huh? An idle 31. Oh, by the way, the winds here are going to be, I mean, you guys aren't going to hear any of it, but the winds are supposed to pick up quite a bit over here at some point soon. So if I'm suddenly like looking somewhere and like, what the heck is that? No, it's probably the wind. It was just the wind. Garbage bin gets thrown over. It was just the wind. Exactly. NPC gets arrow through shoulder. It was just the wind. NPC takes arrow through knee. It was just my imagination. Alright, so we're going to head all the way up to Hopfield, and then we're going to take the Northern Highway. And we'll see what we can get. We're going to have to intercept these storms from the north side of the storms. Look at this storm. Now, right now, they've got the structure down right, but from this far away, this actually doesn't not really look like how I typically see the storms. Usually the storms have a pretty good-sized base to them. That's actually one of the elements I evaluate from the ground on whether this storm could start producing lightning or not, is the cloud base size. Typically, it's got to be a certain width. This is our storm of interest here. We are just passing it. Of course, this storm over here could start producing stuff too, but that's the storm that's about to go out of bounds. So we have, or is going out of bounds. Yeah, it's already beyond the northernmost road. There's no way we're gonna be able to get that one. Oh wait, a lot of the Kirby Air Rider story missions also end early if you eliminate your opponent. Because that's not always the objective. The objective could be in first place when the timer runs out. If you eliminated all of your opponents, you automatically win. You don't have to wait out the timer. Good luck doing that. Usually when the mission is like that, they're going to take a lot of hits in order for you to eliminate them. Zoom in past Hopfield. Alright. Oh, there's a ditch here. Oh! Wait, what? That's an interesting way to... Oh, I thought that was a way of getting unstuck. You know, why is the vehicle logic so incredibly flawed anyways? Like, why do the vehicles always land on the dumbest surface they possibly can? And why do vehicles get stuck when they're in flat areas too? You know what? I'm not sure. I might just ditch this chase. But the thing is... No, I'm ditching this chase. Look at how disorganized this is. We're not going to get a tornado out of this. And then the organization is all out of bounds. Yeah, cool scenario. Anyway, we're just going to ditch this scenario and load up a new one. No point in starting with a towing fee penalty for something, for a storm that may not produce very chaseable tornadoes. Hemlock, welcome on in. I hope you're having a fantastic time so far. We're towards the end of the week, and today was a genuine day off for me, so I'm pretty happy about genuine day off.
Here.
Awesome. It is fantastic. Tush awesome. Tushes are pretty awesome. It's pretty difficult to argue against that. Especially from Krista's point of view. You ask Krista about tushes, and she talks about them all the time. Krista. Krista logic. Thought I had a loose hair somewhere. There we go. It was bothering me. Alright, this scenario. Alright, are we going to have a scenario where storms don't spawn beside the north boundary and move north? I was tempted to exit when I saw this. But then I saw this. Which, by the way, sort of looks like a Metroid. It's a Metroid. Watch out for it. We've already got a weak rotation signature from this. We've got a little bit of rotation, and it's in a pretty good part of the storm. We've got a modest amount of energy. It sort of bottoms out towards the north. Very strong upper-level support. Pretty good mid-level support. Oh, we even got low-level support. Okay, so we might actually get something from this. Alright, where is this fella going? We're about to get a new frame here, so I'm not going to bother scrolling yet. Fast moving. Why does it have to be so fast moving? I'm going to go there. How dark these clouds are. So dark. Could be the cloud of darkness. No. I still haven't watched somebody play Cloud of Darkness Chaos difficulty yet. But I'm curious. It's not something I'm ever going to try myself. I don't like the high-end, you breathe the wrong direction and you're dead, kind of fights in Final Fantasy XIV, but, I mean, definitely curious. Helio, welcome on in. I hope you're having a fantastic time zone. Don't worry about my VTuber being 1 to 2 FPS. That's just a side effect of playing Outbrk. Thankfully, Outbrk doesn't get super laggy. Outbrk is pretty demanding. If I ever make a PNG tuber, Outbrk days will be the days you'll probably wind up seeing the PNG tuber. If I ever do. Problem is, you need this thing. It's called time in order to in order to get a PNG tuber up and running. Also, I need yet another application. Wait a minute, is my VTuber still on high power? Hold on, does this road keep going straight for a bit? It goes straight for a little bit. Options, base tracking, light. Hey, look at that. I managed to change it before we reached the curve in the road. Okay. Okay. Not the best corner cut. This corner is too sharp to make it full speed, so you have to do a little corner cut and actually get to it. And that light was kind enough to be green for us, but also it's more difficult to make a turn at high speeds at an intersection. And not something you should be doing IRL. Remember, red lights don't apply if you're off-road. There we go. See? That's a valid corner cut. It wasn't a high-speed corner cut, but it was a valid one. Okay, we gotta get to the marker. We got a pretty decent hail core. And that looks like a hook echo on it. Might get tornado warned soon. Depends on the velocity. But we're currently on part of the road that really likes to turn, so we're gonna wait until we're past that before we check that map data. Okay, right about here. Turn off the engine for now. Don't need the extra fuel consumption. Okay. Ah. I see. And where is this rotation on? Yeah, that's the right part of the storm, all right. And it's eating up the energy, so it's got an energy flow. Oh my goodness. Very strong upper level support. Pretty strong mid-level support as well. Oh my... Yeah, we've got support on all levels. This one's looking good. Interesting. Are you into tech? To some extent. I'm not advanced, though. I consider myself to be intermediate. I figured we'd have to head further south. I'm pretty decent at Firebot. I'd say like I'm high-end intermediate at Firebot. What you got for a keyboard? I just got a Steel Series keyboard, a mechanical keyboard. Nothing too fancy. I didn't want to get too fancy. I need a keyboard that lines up with my hands well. I type at a really fast speed. If the keyboard's too flat, then I fat finger other keys way too often. Really slows down my typing speed. I didn't want to get too fancy with my keyboard. Alright, so once we get down to the next marker here, we should hopefully be at a good setup. I might need to go a little further north. I feel like I may have placed my marker just a tad too far south. Here we go. Ah! I feel like when you brake, your deceleration is slower than just pressing the opposite key. Oh. We'll shut this off for now, but if I suspect there's a tornado heading towards us, I'm going to have to I have the engine on in case we need to make an escape. Mine's pooping out on me. Ordered a new keyboard. New keycaps. Makes sense. They do eventually wear out. I mean, I've got one letter beginning to wear out, so it's only a matter of time before I start getting other letters to wear out. My laptop's keyboard. So many letters are worn. Okay, so somewhere in here is a tornado. Unfortunately, we got a hail core in our way, so we don't get to see this. Alright, where are you moving? Oh. I see it started on one end and then it decided to spawn over here. Alright, well, where are you moving from here? You seem to be moving... Oh! I might actually need to head a little further south. Not that far south. Only a little further south, though. Okay, hold on. I gotta get back into the vehicle. And we're just gonna... I don't know. We'll turn on the strobe light. We're gonna tell the tornado, hey, we're here. Map, zoom out. I need to see what's going on over here. Okay, there we go. This has lasted me for at least 5 years. Oh, 5 years is a pretty good lifespan for a keyboard. I think I've had this one for... When the heck did I get this keyboard? 2018? Oh. Oh, it means it's been 8 years. The test of time. Okay, no hail yet. Somewhere in there is the tornado. Somewhere getting closer to here, and now it looks more disorganized. For Pete's sake, make up your mind, tornado. Where are you? Oh, great. We got a scenario up here, too. I see. And this one looks like it wants to head to Hopfield. Honestly, this one feels more dangerous to chase. However... Actually, this one's just as dangerous to chase. Oh, what is going on? Looks like it has a double hook echo, but this is the only one producing rotation. Okay, so we're not quite getting hail. We must be at, like, the edge of the hail core. Like, the hail's probably just up over there. I still can't see nothing over here. Even with the lightning. If the lightning's far enough back, maybe. Oh. Oh. Hold on, things are very slowly revealing themselves. I got a Magigi one. First one with more features. Wanted to start small in case I didn't like it. All the lights and such. 55 for the fungal cloud. You know what? That actually, I shouldn't be too surprised that there's a fungal cloud, considering we did see a jump in progress. Oh, all right. Oh, is it further? It's further south, isn't it? Velocity, it is going to be pretty close to the bridge. So I got to ramp it. Start engine. We got to get over there. And then we just got to get further down the ramp if we want to escape. That's our escape path. Always know your escape path. 65. Oh, dear goodness. We're not going to have much time to escape, are we? This is not good. This is not good. Fast. This is a fast tornado. Okay, it's going to be south of the probe, but it's moving fast, and I don't want to take that risk, so we're going to back away. Stay on the road, please. Thank you. According to the probe radar, it is going to be very close to our probe. In fact, it might be curving towards our probe. Oh my goodness. Part of a tornado radius did hit our probe. I'm very curious on what this distance is, because it was partially over our probe. We got 258 kilometers. We got a 65.5 millibar delta. Hold on, I'm going to take another picture of this. You are a beauty. And we have a temperature delta of 5.7 degrees Celsius. Now, delta is an equivalent to difference. It's the difference in pressure or temperature compared to the surrounding atmosphere or the surrounding environment. That was... I was not expecting it to be such a good intercept. That tornado was changing direction gradually. I don't think we're going to get another chase out of it, though. It's going to be very difficult because it's very fast moving. It's already over here. Just a little bit ago, it was over, like, here-ish. Also, if we try to intercept it here, this will be a very scary area to intercept it. But if we intercept it on this road, we could get something good. 13 meters from the probe itself. It was 13 meters. So that intercept is worth 6,880. We have achieved our first objective in that one intercept. We needed a probe of over 5,000. And we definitely did that. Excellent. Hey, we're heading back on the road that we came from, actually. And we're going to hope that we can get ahead of the tornado. Right now, it's over there, and it looks like a... Oh my goodness, it looks like an EF4. If not an EF5. It's looking really, really strong. We're going to have to get there pretty fast. How am I going to get there so fast? By staying on the road and not hitting mile markers. Although that mile marker stopped me from magnetizing off the road. Thanks, mile marker. I appreciate it. Okay, at this curve, I'm going to take off this way. When we hit about 37, I take over on acceleration, and we just continue going through here. Of course, that's probably going to count as vehicle damage. Oh dear. It's already approaching that road. This is going to be problematic. Oh no, it's aiming. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's an EF5. We gotta drive right into a hail core apparently to get a chance at intercepting this. This could be this. I'm getting danger vibes from this. I'm definitely getting danger vibes from this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I definitely don't like this. No, I don't like this at all. I can't see where I'm going. And there's a EF5 tornado somewhere in this mess. We're gonna stop here and hope that I don't regret my life choices. Where are you? I think that's it. Hail, go away. It's about to jump. It's about to jump. Are you still heading towards me? Nope, it's already crossed the road. Lovely. Great. Well, let's go pick it up. Hello, I see a tornado right here. Why can't I target it? Alright, let's pick up our probe. I think this tornado's about to jump. I think we got ourselves a jumper that I can't report. Alright. That's already crossing the other road. It has jumped. That one's ending. And then we got this one, which is heading to... Sucks to be you if you want to intercept this. Grassland, which is surrounded by big mountains that you have to go all the way around. Yay. Oh. I think the lightning has told me where the tornado actually is. It's over there. Can I take a picture of that? Oh, hi. It was just crossing the road, apparently. Well, we know where the tornado is now. Actually, I can see it very clearly on velocity, too. Let's see if we can get ahead of this one. This is a new tornado, but it also looks like it's a fast tornado. We're probably going to have to head ahead several roads again because this road network is a joke. Oh, we've got ads be gone. The ads be gone spray is... It's being shaken up right now. It's about to be applied. It causes you to hallucinate up to 3 minutes of ads, but it results in ads staying away for an hour, or pre-rolls staying away for an hour, so. Bear with me when that happens. Hopefully, the ads do not wait until we're in the middle of we're trying to intercept this. I mean, if we can even intercept this. This is a fast tornado, so by the time we get far enough ahead, we're going to need extra time to catch up to the tornado. We're gonna need extra lead time. Stop going off the road. It costs me time. Let's stay on the road. There we go. Soon trademark. You'll see a little weather report from the Sectoral Enforcement Squadron headquarters. This is my failover for when I can't retrieve station instrument data. See, it appears that we're ahead of the tornado, but I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, especially with this crappy road that we're about to go on. I'm not going on this road. I'm going to go on the road after. Unless the tornado has slowed down. Let's reassess here. No, it's still going pretty fast. So we're going to aim for... We're not going to aim for... I guess we're just going to not. That's how we're gonna get up here. We're going to just not. So we're gonna turn on the gravel road and head north. This tornado still looks pretty big. Let's hope it's still like that when we get there. So gravel roads have a lower speed cap, so they are a little slower. If there's a gravel road and a paved road, one right beside the other, take the paved road. Okay, I gotta take my turn over here. Corner cut. Nice corner cut. Hey, look, there's a thunderstorm at the Sectoral Enforcement Squadron main base. Hey, look at that. Lightning elementals are probably pretty happy about that one. Alright, up we go. I'm hoping that we're... Okay, good. Still some very violent rotation going on right now. It's becoming a little wide, so I'm hoping that doesn't tear things apart. Oh, what are we going into? Oh, good. Keep me on the road. Stop slowing me down. Thank you. Because I've still got to get myself turned around a little because the tornado's currently crossing the other road. What is going on with this filter? What is wrong with this section of the storm? Interesting. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. They've now been vanished for an hour, which is the whole reason why I run the 3 minutes of ads in the first place. Thankfully, these sunflowers are ghost sunflowers. Maybe that's why we have the weird filter. Maybe the sunflowers are actually ghosts and we're just driving through them. Also, notice how some of them grow as you get closer to them. Spooky illusion. Great, the signature's tearing itself apart. Lovely. That means the tornado is going to be unpredictable or it's going to become jumpy. We've gotten one good chase, but I'd really like to get a second intercept this chase. A really good second intercept. I can't wait until they shake up the play style of this game. Oop. Why is this filter so messed up? What is wrong? What is wrong with this game? Can't even see where the tornado actually is as a result. Little unnerving. I'm gonna head to the marker. I'm gonna trust the marker. If the tornado even exists by the time it gets here, because it's showing signs that it wants to be lame. Got a tornado way over there. You want to produce anything? Aside from disappointment? Can we produce some tornado? Spinny whoosh whoosh. Can we fix this filter? This filter is really annoying. I can't see anything in it. That's a sign. Nope, this storm wants to be lame, I guess. Alright. Well, it was interesting earlier, so I'll give it credit for that. It just doesn't have the organization up here. Also, it is moving into sort of a crappy environment. That could be another reason why it's getting all messed up. You know, if I had the confidence of being able to actually get down to the Southern Highway here, I'd go after this one. This one's moving at a moderate speed, and we'll probably pass the highway by the time I get down there. There's no good highway heading down here on this side of the map. Again, map layout, not my favorite. Let's just head back to a fuel station. We should be able to sneak in 2, possibly 3 chases before we play some nukes. Nukes has opened the multiplayer, but do you have to be friends with an individual to invite them? Because Nukes works via the invite button. Also, this filter is annoying, so I guess that's another reason why I want to end this investigation. According to our map, this storm is disorganized, and it's probably not going to produce anything. If it does, it's only going to be brief. There's a tornado here? This is a hook echo over here, but this is not exactly where the cone just extended. Here? This notch there? Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, there could be something there. By the time we get down there, it'll be out of bounds. Hey, the filter went away. I think it's just a problem with that particular storm then. Is this sign always here? Palka Market? Palco? I don't know. I know this hot dog sign was always here. Ah, yes, $2.25. $2.25 for a hot dog. If that's US dollars, that's accurate. Because in Canada, that would be like closer to like a little over $3. For a convenience store hot dog. Hey, tornado pictures I can sneak from over here. We didn't actually take very many pictures, did we? We took a few. Heh, we took 4. And 1 chase with earnings of 5,000 or more. Yeah, we are about to achieve that. With tornado pictures, yeah. We didn't get lucky, so we didn't get to get that one in one shot. Alright, I'm on the bench. We're now clear to leave. 258 kilometers an hour. Best photo score, 203. Not bad, not bad at all. We stopped just shy of that 90% mark. 303 for vehicle damage. Yep, I think I know when that happened. Oh, we got 2 intercepts. And one was unexpectedly pretty decent. I don't even remember one of the 2 intercepts. Right. Couldn't resist. It's a bottle. I actually don't know. Noise suppression might have canceled that. Alright, so we get to claim those. So now we're at 90.7%. We are on our last 10% once again. We did get set back a little from the Dominator because of the probe upgrades and all that stuff from this update. But now we got those. We can work towards the Dominator stuff. And who knows? Maybe by the end of this month, we'll be able to do some inside the tornado kind of stuff. Anchor ourselves in a tornado. A whole new level of excitement. Outbrk is not responding. Yes, I know. It's because it is hard at work loading the next scenario. Scenario 3, go. Because we're not counting that one that was, we're not counting that right-off one. Is this a west to east scenario? No, of course it isn't. Why would it be? Okay, that's good. That's okay. Well, everything around that storm seems to support its further development, so let's see where on the Northern Highway we'll need to be to intercept this one. Go to marker right away. I'm trying not to hurt you, stop signs. As long as I don't magnetize off the road. Okay, I gotta take my turn pretty soon here. Hey, look at that. That is what I want. That is a perfect corner cut. That is how I want a corner cut to go. That's looking more tornadic every time I look at it, so we're going to keep going towards the marker, and we'll make our adjustments from the marker. Also, once again, we get to run into a lovely scenario where the hail core might be in the way before the actual tornado itself. This is why west to east scenarios are my favorite ones. Typically, you can go to roughly where the south end of the storm is, and all that hail and stuff, that'll be at, like, north. But the tornado will be more, like, in front of you. And you'll actually be able to see it. It won't be obstructed by a gigantic rain wall. It's Hopfield. I'm gonna slow down because I know there's a ditch over there. The cough that haunts me for the next week or two. Really? That was vehicle damage? Okay, where is this going? Still seems to be aiming for where I placed the marker. Alright. And I'm going by the marker, and we'll see what happens. When we check the wind layers, there was support on all levels. When we checked the velocity, when we checked the reflectivity, rotation was in the correct spot. And there we have it. Oh, the marker might actually be a little off. We'll reevaluate when we get to the marker. I also placed it on the wrong side of the road, but don't worry about it. Nah, I can't even get a fungal cloud picture out of this. Alright. Where are you heading? There's our rotation signature. Yeah, I might want to get myself a little further over here. We can't go too far over because there will be a map boundary edge that we can't go past. Could have sworn I saw something rope-like. tornadoes hiding in there. Oh, but we do have a hail core moving towards us, so I might have to head back in. Yep, yeah, there's the hail. Wait, where's it going now? Did it just change direction again? Can you stop making me creep closer to out of bounds? I don't like being close to the boundary. All right, hail core's gone. That can only mean one thing. That our view of the tornado should hopefully be getting clear soon. I'm not sure if I want to move down there. Pretty close to out of bounds. Go away, hail. Thought you were already past me. Yeah, we're gonna have to move further up. I'm just hesitant to move further up because then we're back in the hail core again. I don't like being in the hail core. Oh, hello. There's our tornado. Oh! It actually is heading further. Okay, you know what? I'm fine with that. Not too far. Hey, what are you doing weakening? You're not allowed to weaken. Wait, what? Wait, what? It downgraded? This is the first scenario I've seen where a tornado downgraded to a fungal cloud. This is actually a welcome amount of realism, too, because tornadoes will legitimately sometimes then wind up doing that. Oh, dear. What are you plotting? That's not good. That's not good. It spawned on me. Should've just kept my probe down. Rude, tornado. It still has a cooldown on it. Oh my goodness. It actually did downgrade. This is the first scenario I've run into where the tornado actually downgraded to a fungal cloud. What they almost always do in this in Outbreak is they just despawn and spawn elsewhere. That is freaking cool. Oh, I love that. It's supposed to be a newer scenario. All right, tornado. I'm gonna see if I can get up to this road here and get another intercept in. We'll try. It's already pretty far ahead here, but we'll see what we can do. One of my roadways is not an option anymore because the tornado... Why is the land here so dumb? Map design of this area... I know this is probably just like a prefab map or something, but this map sort of sucks for chasing. Also, we're not going to be able to use this road here to chase it. Or at least I don't think we're going to be able to. We can get some additional optimal pictures. Whoop. Too far. Gravel road's over here. Ooh, it's upgrading. It's already almost at the marker. This is gonna suck. Might not be able to intercept this fella. Which is a lost opportunity because this looks like a EF2 or an EF3. Stop stuttering! This scenario has some really annoying stuttering issues. Okay, tornado is over there. It's really difficult to tell. Ooh. It's over there now? Not good. Okay, it hasn't crossed yet. Oh, hello. It's way further east than it should be. We're gonna try, but no promises. Oh dear. Actually, we're gonna abort because it's about to cross the road. Or we're not. We're not. I don't know what this tornado's doing. Stop stuttering, for Pete's sakes. I'm trying to get this. Let's see if we can at least get part of it. Yes, we can. Let's get out of here. The tornadic winds are not that far behind us. Oh, that actually got a little closer than I thought it would. It just got into the zoom-in radius. We got 84 meters from the probe, so it was right up in the corner there. Now, this is the northernmost road, so there's no more intercepts available on this particular tornado. Glad we're up in the right area. We've got another area we're going to have to keep an eye on, though. And we got another system that just spun up near grasslands. I'm not going down to grasslands, but I do have hopes that it'll move itself north. Hail, be gone. Okay. Next storm. Looks like a bloody mess, actually. There are now 2 tornadoes there. Same cell? Same cell? Okay, we got 2 tornadoes in the same cell. I don't think this game has twin tornadoes yet, but, okay, this could be a pretty interesting one. Both of them have their own hooks too. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so we got a gravel road that I want to head down. And we want to access the highway there. I want to see what's going on with that. With this cell that has 2 different hooks that are producing 2 different tornadoes. That means when we get down to the highway, we might be able to get multiple pictures of tornadoes. If they can both keep up. I gotta keep a close eye on the map here because it's gonna be a gravel road that I approach, and they're almost the same color as the background over here. Very hard to distinguish. Ah, there it is. Okay. Got some sort of weird filter effect happening again over here. Okay, only 1 tornado is continuing now. The other one has dissipated. Which means we're going to have to head a lot further over. I want my first intercept to be on the highway here. Room. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the skies. It's... When they do the next big visual upgrade, I'm pretty sure some of that, a lot of this is going to be taken care of. Let's try staying on the road. Have you tried staying on the road? Oh, the light was still yellow when I crossed. Okay. If there ever is a mode where traffic violations becomes a thing, I will never enable that. I'm fine with things being just the way they are. You'd have to slow down those really fast tornadoes at some point because there's no way you could chase those if you have to go through a city. Imagine if there was traffic in this game. I mean, in multiplayer, technically there is. Other players. This is going to be a mess to chase. I have my suspicions where the tornado is. There's a pretty distinct little bend within here. If it moves slow enough, maybe maybe I can go one road south. Try multiple intercepts. Really difficult to see ahead. Pretty intense rainfall happening right now. Okay, so we're going to head to our marker and we're going to reevaluate. Okay, let's reevaluate. First of all, we've got a really annoying hail core that's going to get in our way. Second of all, we've still got a hook here. And it's a bloody mess. Cool. So, I guess we'll see if we even get a tornado. Also, I am going to head further south. And we're going to try to intercept it from here. Which, conveniently enough, is near a gas station. We'll see if there's still something to chase. But that rotation looks like crap, so we'll see. We'll put a construction sign there. That's silly. Yep, can't really see anything of this. And there's no tornado warning. I had even one intercept here. No, we've had some tornado pictures. We had a really cool tornado that downgraded itself and then upgraded itself again. That was pretty neat. Now I know the game's behavior when a tornado downgrades and all that stuff. Each tornado has its own like set of cooldowns and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. Neat. Okay, so this scenario was one of those scenarios. I see. So it seems each tornado has its own wall cloud report cooldown, which wall clouds don't seem to exist anymore, so we're never going to see that. Or we have a super low chance of seeing that. We have a fungal cloud reporting cooldown, and we have a tornado cooldown. Nice close lightning with very quiet thunder. With very quiet stock thunder. I should point that out. It's stock thunder. Leave it to me to always point out the stock thunder sound effects. Bright! Now, why can't I navigate between here? Come on. I don't have a beefy build, do I? Big beefy build. Alright. We've taken 10 pictures of optimal or better. Oh, we did. Right, yes, we did get an intercept. It was that one that I thought was going to totally miss, but it sort of got right into the radius. Wait a minute. Yeah, it was just one intercept. Yeah, I remember that. It just barely got into the inner radius. That was the one where I wasn't even paying attention to the distance before it got uploaded. Because you have between when the upload starts and when the upload ends to see how far away it was from your probe. I just know it was a decent distance. I think it was 80 something. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that corner during the upload. We were trying to get ourselves ahead of another tornado. Yes, load in player data. All right, cool. Awesome. I always like load in player data. 91.8%. We're getting there. Let's get another chase started so we can get closer. Multiple legendary intercepts. Oh my goodness. Do you think? Do you think it's gonna happen? Do you think it's gonna happen? Could it happen? Is it possible? Technically, yes. Unfortunately, a lot of people get multiple legendaries the boring way. What I find the boring people who play this, the boring play style, is re-rolling scenarios until you see the scenarios you know produce like high-end tornadoes, and then go into the spots that you see them, and just set up the probe way ahead of time, and then go, oh yeah, you go, and then you set it up over here, and then you set it up over here. It's like boring. Speaking of scenarios, I don't like this one either, but again, we got this strangely familiar scenario.
Water!
Strangely familiar scenario. Thanks for the water, Hemlock. Thanks for the water. Was this the one where we got that 240 intercept? Everybody else, if you haven't hydrated in a while, now's a great time to do so. Oh, the velocity is actually a little different on this one, so this scenario might actually be a little different. Get that hydration going. Right about the ramp. Yeah, this feels strangely familiar. Was this one of the ones I ditched because it was a teaser? I don't remember. See, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for in a... if I encounter a familiar scenario that I know ripped me off, then it's like, nah, no thanks. Or if I see that ribcage setup with no actual supercells on the map, yeah, no thanks. Most of the maps with that ribcage layout are not fun. Anywho, I'm going to head towards the marker here. And I'm going to do that by going the wrong way. I'm going to go past the road that I should have turned on. I'm going to hit an invisible piece of collision because the collision here is always inconsistent for some reason. Once they do the visual upgrades and all that, I hope they do a map upgrade. make the roads less of a pain in the arse. I'm not saying make them all grid roads, but I do like grid roads. Grid roads are very agreeable. Unfortunately, this corner is not as easy to cut because there are rocks in the way. I have cut behind the rocks once before. But there's also buildings. Alright, so we're going to drive through some scattered showers. Has our winds even gone up yet? I'm not hearing the symptoms of increased winds. They're forecast to go up. It's like gusts of 70. Cold air mass never arrives. I mean, this cold air mass is not arriving. Some of the raindrops are behaving a little weird. There's a few raindrops there that are just stationary. They're just sparkling there. My big thing with winter and all that is, so long as winter provides a blanket of snow, yeah, you can make it cold, I guess. I'm not gonna like the extreme cold very much, but if you provide snow, fine. And winter did a pretty good job in 2025 from that. And for a portion of this month, winter took a break. I don't know, probably got fatigued or something. Me too, winter. Me too. We got a hook. We've also got rotation. That's probably going to upgrade pretty soon here. I'm immune to red lights. I took this potion. It makes me immune to red lights. Alright, let's see if this is where we ultimately want to be, or if we have to head further south. We have to head further south, and this is playing out like, Where are you going? Where are you going? This is strangely familiar. Alright. We turn around, we head further down the ramp. Oh, never mind. If that's the tornado, then... Oh. No, that's just graphic. Cloud graphics. Never mind. Red lights don't apply to me. I like how the lightning struck to simulate a red light camera. Don't add red light cameras. If you're going to add them, make them a disableable feature. Make them toggleable. Toggleable. Right. We gotta turn on our strobe light. We gotta tell the tornado, hey, over here. If the tornado even exists, because we don't have a marker for it at all. Maybe because it's not quite on the map yet. I don't know. Alright, where are you going? There's a possibility I might need to go a little further north, but I don't see a tornado yet. I'm going to keep the engine on this time. Because we might need to back up and readjust ourselves. Does tornado exist? Do we have tornado? Hook Echo, can you stay so that the tornado can continue building? Thank you. We got a tornado warning and we have nothing happening. We got energy. Upper winds are cooperative. Mid-level winds are cooperative enough. Low-level winds are very cooperative. So, where's the tornado? Oh, enough with the north sector here. You're not about to spawn closer to me, are you? That would be a problem. Oh, hello. There you are. And there's some obnoxious visibility wall preventing me from seeing you. North side, stop shearing out. That's going to interfere with the tornado. Let it develop. I don't want the north side of the storm ruining things. By the way, it's riding up this road. I wouldn't want to do an intercept on this road. Alright, where are you going? You are definitely heading north. The obsession with north. Head north, man. Maybe I can use this crossroad for the intercept. That is good. It's still a little bit of ways. Still a bit of ways. Okay, I'm going to get close to this intersection here, and we're going to reassess. We got some annoying hail in our way. Hail, go away. It's heading straight for us? No, it is aiming back here again because it can't make up its mind where it's going. Tornadoes do that sometimes. For Pete's sake! Stop changing your direction. Make up your mind. Where are you going? Are you going here? Are you going there? Indecisive tornadoes these days. It's heading for the intersection. We're going to park at the intersection. We're going to place the probe down now. Oh, dear goodness. We're going to hit probe down, probe down, probe down, probe down, probe down, please. Thank you. I need to back out of here. Now. I need to back out of here now. ...211 kilometers an hour where I am, and 312 where the probe is. By the way, that looks like it was very close to 0 meters from the probe. It covered all of the inner circle. Hello, tornado. Thank you for your visit. Thank you for your 95.6 millibar delta. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness. Yeah, just hold on. I think this is a good screenshot right here. I'm gonna wait. I want the tornado in the shot. That's a good screenshot. That'll probably wind up being the thumbnail. I'm so... I get so amused when tornadoes have this, like, vendetta against intersections. Let's take a picture of this, too, because I think it's funny. Oh, getting all my Windows shortcut keys mixed up here. This will be put over here. My goodness. So yeah, sometimes tornadoes. It seems to be a theme, but tornadoes seem to have this like vendetta against intersections and traffic lights. I understand. I understand a tornado's point of view when it comes to that kind of stuff. I find it annoying when traffic lights change as well. These traffic lights are dead. They're gone. The tornado went right at them. The lights gave him that like red light look, and the tornado was like, I make the rules around here. That looks like it's a fast tornado. I mean, you see how fast it approached us? I think that's a fast tornado. We got a pretty good intercept. 1 meter! It was 1 meter from the probe. So that leads to another thing. So it looks like the distance is from the very center, not from the radius itself, because the tornado radius covered our probe entirely. So that was a really good intercept. That was over 300 kilometers an hour. And we ourselves unintentionally intercepted as well. We got 211 kilometer an hour winds as I was trying to back away from the tornado danger radius. That was very dangerous. I'm going to take a quick picture and report the tornado once more. Never mind, it's gone. Or it's hiding. No, it's hiding. It's definitely still there. Definitely still got a tornado there. How are we going to make this intercept? The real question's here. We do have ads coming up, so I'm hoping that the ads are not running while we do an intercept, but there is a possibility. For those of you subscribed or turbo, you're immune to ads, so you'll get to see it. Also, apparently, I keep forgetting to mention this, but subscribing and turbo give you access to rewind feature. Pretty cool feature that YouTube has had for a long time, but Twitch, that feature is less than a year old with Twitch. They released it sort of recently, semi-recently. It's a nice feature to have, in case you miss a moment. Oh! Oh yeah, I think our tornado is still around. A little break in the clouds, I think that's where it is. We might be able to get another intercept if that's the case. Here? There go the ads. We're playing a dangerous game again because I don't know where in here the tornado is located. I have no choice but to trust the marker. And hope that I have not driven myself into a danger, into the danger radius. Or right beside it. Go away, hail. I would like to see where this tornado is. I can't see it. I don't even know if it exists. Apparently it's supposed to cross here. Can this hail go away? Oh dear, yep. I'm placing the probe down and I'm running away. I saw a tornado on there and, leaving. I don't know where it is. And, quite frankly, I don't want to know where it is. Let's just get out of here. Actually, I could be running straight into it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I didn't need to set the probe up here then. I gotta pick this up. It's actually over there. Only annoying hail over here. Now we can't see it again. It's heading towards the highway. Lovely. So if we went further ahead, we would have gotten this intercept. We can't do the intercept now. It's too close to the road. Unless it continues obsessing with the east, but I don't think it's going to. Nope, there it goes. It's about to cross the road. Take some pictures as it crosses the road then. And don't go too close to it. We're too close. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. There's the tornado. We didn't get the intercept, so. It ended up being quite a bit further east than it looked like it was going on velocity, so. There's that. That's just how it goes sometimes. Tornadoes intensified. I think we're going to try to go for an intercept over here. If I can even reach over there, because this road network is a hot garbage. Well, this road network is definitely hot garbage. What the heck? I think we're going to try for the north road instead. Get back on the road. Okay, what I think we're going to do is we're going to skip a ramp and then we have to do backtracking. Okay. We're gonna go flying Heb. We're gonna go off this next ramp, not this ramp. Other ramp leads us into the hail core and possibly where the tornado already is, which would be a pretty unsafe thing to do. We already have a really good chase on hand, so let's not try our luck. Is there a problem with the filters up ahead? What's going on? Or ground level clouds? It's fog. They've added fog to this game. They didn't let us know. But there's fog. They also added zombies to this game, but they only spawned in the fog. Yay! Success. Yeah, that looks pretty bad. Okay, not this road. But we do want to take a turn on this next road here. Now, given that the filters are not messed up in this area again, we should hopefully be able to get a bit of a view of a tornado if it's still if it still exists. Pretty important for a tornado to exist before we intercept it. We can't go intercepting ghost tornadoes. We will be intercepting ghosts soon with our trap. Ah, looks like the tornado is just moving into the region we're heading into. So, I might have some good time in here. Also, I might need to go a little north of the marker. Hoping the light filter, whatever the heck this filter is, doesn't get in the way. But it might. Oh my goodness, we have a raid coming in. We have a raid coming in from Pixie. Welcome on in, everybody. How was the rest of DBD? I know the shoutout hasn't gone out yet. It doesn't go out yet because Pixie actually has a entry auto shoutout. Oh, I'm not at the marker yet. Hold on. Let's not mess up my intercept. We are approaching an intercept right now, so I might be a little distracted. And we got this gross filter problem happening again for some reason. Welcome on in, Pixie. Pixie was playing DBD. I hope that RNG matched you up with some fun killers. Hopefully there were not as many quitters or whiners or anything like that. And hopefully not too many of the killers who don't know how to be creative with their tactics. Hey, Tush. Welcome, Tush. Okay, we're welcoming in Tushes. Yes. Can't tell where the tornado is because we got this awful filter again. I don't know what is up with this region and the really bad filter. Also, where the heck is the tornado? Can't see anything. Everything looks scary when we must be driving. How much? I think this region is just cursed. Every time I go into this region, we get this really weird, like, fog effect. I don't know why. But it's making it very difficult to see tornadoes. If there even is one here. Welcome on in, Auntie. Good to see you. I hope you are having a fantastic time zone. Hope you had a lot of fun over there. I'm not even sure if we're actually going to get a tornado. But I guess I will, I guess I'll just introduce myself now while I'm waiting for this tornado that I don't know whether it exists or not. I'm SLdr Cody. I love the heck out of weather, which is why I play this game almost weekly. This game is Outbrk. It's a tornado chasing simulator. It doesn't always look like this. There's just some sort of weird problem with this region. This is the second time I've run into this weird filter issue. In around the same part of the map, too. I don't know what's going on with it. Apparently, there's supposed to be a tornado near here. The Hook Echo just passed over us. It could have also just ripped us off and went north. They do like to do that. It says because they're holding their captive. Oh my goodness. He only stays because they're holding... I can't read. Oh my goodness. Auntie is a delight to have in the neighborhoods. And so are you, Pixie. Welcome on in, everybody. So yeah, I like the heck out of weather. We just got another tornado warning issued, and it's not related to this one. What the heck is going on down here? This one... maybe here? I don't know what's going on over there. I went to something hard. Oh my goodness. This one looks very disorganized. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to continue. It's going into the mountain area, and I don't like chasing in the mountain area. Apparently, the tornado is on the southern part of the hook, but I didn't see anything. So... well, the awful filter's gone. Maybe the awful filter is why I couldn't see anything. But yeah, welcome on in. I also like playing my Mario and my Kirby games and my RPGs. There's a bit of variety around here. There are certain categories that I don't do, though. Like first-person shooter. I don't ever do that. I don't ever do PvP. This game have a tutorial, like how to read radar? It should. It really should. Actually, I should check their... I'm pretty sure the Outbrk team also has a Trello, much like the Faz team does. I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if they had plans to actually like add a tutorial. This game could use a tutorial because not everybody entering the game for the first time is going to be heavily familiar with weather, or even moderately familiar. I'm going towards the blinking red light. It's definitely not aliens. It's not a, it's not an event. This is not Voices of the Void going towards the blinking red lights. Well, not, oh, it's a blinking green light now. Now I'm, oh, it's a traffic light then. Ah, yes, a traffic light in the middle of nowhere. Let's go drive out of bounds. Spoiler, you can't. If you try to, you will be threatened with automatically being towed. Should be right about... the hills, or is it the trees? Right there. That's where you get threatened. And it'll cost you. So anyway, we just turn around. Doesn't play DBD? No, DBD falls into the category of PvP, so... I don't play DBD as a result. I do like watching it, though. Certain PvP games I'll watch. Especially if it's a fun watch. And it is a fun watch over there, so... you saw the shout out for Pixie earlier, everybody. Make sure you're giving Pixie a follow. As I crash into this fence. Thing with my driving, I'm good at avoiding tornadoes, although earlier this chase might not be very good proof of that. We had a very close call with a tornado. Although it doesn't help that it decided to intensify close to us. Like, a lot. It intensified a lot. And... I think I think a tornado's only destroyed me 2 times out of all the times I played in this. So, and I've done a lot of chases. I can't boast thousands of hours in that. I only play Outbrk about once a week because, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of spare time. So, why not just stream and rack up some hours? Also, I play Outbreak in a bit more of a fun style. I don't memorize the scenarios and go to, oh, the tornado crosses here during this scenario. I'm going to place the probe here without even looking at the map. No, I like looking at the maps and deducing where things are going. That's why I'm glad they added a variety of scenarios. In a future update, they've talked about this on their roadmap. There will be randomness in the scenarios. The tornadoes are not always going to hit the same area. Also, the tornadoes could be several different types. They've got the fundamentals down right now for multi-vortex. Or they're getting them down. It's very windy here.
Hello!
Aldera, welcome on in. I hope you are having a fantastic time zone. 37 sessions. We're building quite the numbers. The check-in feature here works a little differently than it does in a lot of other channels. Over here, the check-ins will also automatically happen silently when you chat here. Now, unfortunately, the Twitch API does not have a way of read-in for people who just entered the chat room without chatting. There's no way of doing that. That's the old Twitch API that allowed you to do that. So, that means there has to be some sort of interaction in order for the check-in feature to do so. The lurk-in/check-in redeem is lurker-friendly. That is my one lurker-friendly redeem right there that I will not call out if it's the only action you've done. So if you just come in here and use the lurk-in/check-in, I won't acknowledge it. You'll see the reply message. It won't call you out in particular. It'll just say, you've attended this many sessions so far. It won't point to anybody in particular. Charge beam is a delayed charge beam. A very delayed charge beam. There we go. Oh my goodness. I think we got one time to sneak in like one more chase. Then we're going to play some nukes. Nukes will be open to multiplayer, but I'm not sure how the Steam invite thing works. I'm not sure if you have to be friends or anything like that. By the way, reverse nice, 969. There we go. All right, let's go. We're at 92.8% towards. We almost made a full percentage. We did make a full percentage out of that. We earned over. No. We're just shy of a full percentage towards the Dominator. 92.8%. We got to reach 1 million to get it. Maximum wind speed recorded, 312. The tornado that destroyed those traffic lights. We had another one. We had one last week. We had one this week. I wouldn't mind if this became a theme. Just got tornadoes that have a vendetta against traffic lights. You trying to give me that red light? Well, here's my answer to your red light. Destroy all of them. Destroy everything. I have a black cherry pop here. I actually don't have pop very often, so this is a nice little occasion here. It says black cherry soda. I call it pop because regional reasons. We call it pop. Okay, we're gonna get another solo chase going. We're gonna get this going right away because we're gonna be changing to nukes after this chase. So hopefully we get a real nice chase towards the end here. Towards the end of the Outbreak segment. I'm still going to be here until about 11. Mountain time. 11 Mountain time. Subtract an hour in Pacific, add an hour in Central, add 2 hours in Eastern. Add 7 hours if you're running off of Zulu time or Greenwich Mean Time. And add a whole bunch of hours if you're in Australia, because Australia is in the future. They're already a day in the future by the time I start streaming. Another ribcage one. Oh, I don't like this. I'm gonna check the environment, but I think I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna re-roll this one. I said we wanted to end with a good scenario, not with ribcage and no storms developing with meh energy. Pull out all of your storm chasing gear, take a look at the dynamics, and then you're like, yeah, these dynamics are gross. Then you just pack all your storm chasing equipment and go home. Or what a lot of storm chasers like to do, I find. I don't know if this is just a US thing or if this is... No, actually, no, it's a thing in Canada too. A lot of storm chasers like to do skip the dishes on the side or like food delivery, Uber Eats, whatever the heck. They like to do that stuff in the background. Now, they with potential storm chasing. That's a nice side thing to have. Keep in mind you get dinged with taxes when or with the stuff you make off of that, because you're self-employed. It's your own business, even though it's a big company telling you what to do. Still, wait a minute. I say that I'm streaming right now on Twitch, which runs on a similar business model. The heck is this? Lovely. Do we have anything to go off of here? Good dew points. Good energy. No wins yet. I might have to actually give this a check later. We could get something out of this scenario. I just hope it's not super slow to spin up. Don't do this, by the way. Don't stand on your mesonet. It might get angry. It might toss you off. It didn't fall damage me this time, but it can. It forgave me this time. I'm not going to make that a regular thing. Don't stand on your equipment. Oh yeah, as for the snacks, I have trail mix. Plenty of trail mix. Oh yeah, for anyone coming in from the raid, from the Pixie raid. If you haven't had a bit of a break or like a food break, a drink, or snack in a while, go ahead and get some of that. And post-stream care, of course, for Pixie. That's post-stream care. Feel free to get any post-stream care done. All that good stuff. We'll still be here for the next 2.5 hours. Okay, I'm gonna exit this scenario. This is what's developing right now. We don't have anything promising moving in. It's all scattered. There's like no supercells developing from that. I like a scenario where something happens. No? Be a good scenario. You know, my question with nukes is, are we going to get like are we going to get a ghost jump scare like we did last stream? I had a ghost begin to event right in front of me. I was like, oh! Because remember, if the ghost touches you while it's eventing, it'll attack you. It'll blame you. Even if it spawns where you are, it will still blame you. There we go. We had the minus 0 point whole bunch of numbers percent again. Every once in a while. Hey, do you think that means an old scenario will load? Imagine an old scenario load in. Imagine being able to get wall cloud pictures. If we get an opportunity for wall cloud pictures, I'm going to be following the wall cloud and taking all the pictures. I might not even intercept a tornado. I just saw the vehicle spawn and drop down. It spawned GTA style. Glass bottles. And the music that they make. This is a north sector. This is going to be a north sector chase. However, let's see if we have an explosive environment further south. If we get spawns over here, especially near Gridland, that's fun chasing right there. So far, it looks like a north sector. There's a little too much rotation going on the mid-level winds. Lower-level winds, a little bit of a disturbance, but nothing organized. And upper level is weak. Not that we need upper level. I can't jump while I'm doing this. Hey, it eventually stops. I would like to install this on my vehicle. Under my vehicle. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Modest energy. Pretty decent supercells. Any rotation near them? Okay, so we have a storm that's choosing violence right off the bat here. Also, we have an east to west scenario. I love east to west scenarios. It's my favorite. Sorry, west to east. I keep saying east to west, but it's west to east. You know where it's east to west? Northern Australia. That's one of the areas. And quite frankly, anywhere along that line of latitude, it's because of where the jet streams go. They dictate where the weather winds up going. We're going the wrong way. I don't want to go into Grassland Park itself. I want to get out of Grassland Park. I don't want to be here. It's not even my objective for fueling up. Yeah, that storm might choose violence, so we're just going to head up here. And we're going to go all the way over until our next proper four-way intersection. Oh my goodness! anything horror. Welcome on in, anything. Welcome on in, Raiders. Phasmophobia. How was item RNG over there? Welcome on in, anything. Also, welcome back, Rosie. Good to see you. I hope you had a fantastic time. I know Ghost RNG can make the experience very varied with Phasmophobia. It was decent. I'm glad it was decent. Not too many ghosts playing tricks. Because, my goodness, the Yuri in particular sure does like to be indecisive about what ghost it wants to be. It went so much longer than I wanted to. Oh my goodness. A few, but that's Phaz. Yeah, Phaz RNG will do that from time to time. We had 2 Yuris. Yeah, I find Yuris to be one of the most frequent offenders of ghosts that don't know what they are. There's one thing that I've seemed to have, so far, found consistent with the Yuri, and that it likes to do the full door close and full door open events. Many cooperatives. Ended on an emotional tangent. Oh my goodness. Can't say I haven't gone on rants here before. Especially when a questionable update comes out. Which, thankfully, there haven't been any questionable updates lately. OBS 32.0.4 is actually working pretty decently. They both did their ability on the front door. Oh, heck yes! Good. Yuris that actually know what ghosts they are. That is nice to have. That was a nice corner cut considering there was a ditch. Hey, look at that! The marker I placed is exactly where I want it. OBS has down dates, not updates. Oh my goodness. They intentionally do nothing but make one single thing slightly worse every time. I'm not gonna argue there, actually. Some of the features they add. My streamer bot has had 3 updates in a week. Oh my goodness. Makes you wonder how many things they messed up on if that's the case. An update and then a patch right away. It's like, well, must have been a pretty unpleasant issue if they had to update immediately. Welcome on in, Bucket. Good to see you. I really like it. That's good. I do hear good things about StreamerBot. I like using Firebot, but also that's also because of how many things I can mess around with in Firebot. And there's a lot more things you can mess around with aside from the things that I've actually mentioned. But yeah, for any of you less than familiar, I'm sector leader Cody. That's my VTuber right here. I like my well, I like the heck out of weather. That's one of the reasons why I regularly play Outbrk here. But also, I play RPGs, I play Mario and Kirby games. I used to say like Nintendo games in general, but there's only a few Nintendo franchises that I'm actually that I actually stick to. Oh, in case the tornado gets lost, we're gonna put the strobe light on. That way it can find us. This tornado is not touching the ground, so we're not going to get a very good idea of what direction it's going in from visuals. However, this is an east to west scenario. I'm suspecting the tornado's there. If this is east to west, I actually need to head a little further south. So, I'm going to back up a little. I don't want to back up too much, but I want to back up just a bit here. Right about here. We'll stick around here. There we go. My streamer bot has had... Wait. My streamer bot has had tush updates in a week. Tush updates are pretty important. Gotta keep the tush healthy. I broke my bot the other day and created an infinite loop. Behind a trigger using a message I typed by accident and sent 60. Oh gosh, that is not a fun infinite loop because Twitch actually, if you send messages beyond a certain rate, it actually globally times out that account for a while. So you can't do anything messages related with that account until the timeout is gone. This tornado moving south. Why are you doing that? Is it supposed to be... Oh, that's why. The storm structure itself has shifted a little. Alright. Then we're going to back up to about here because... Hopefully I didn't back up too much. I didn't back up too much if the tornado's actually here. Hold on. Where is it on the hook? It is near the base of the hook. Okay. Awesome. Apparently I'm still getting good, so it's still pretty far away. Oh, hold on. I need to back up a little more again. And also, I don't want to get caught in the hail core because that's really difficult to see stuff. Big pain in the butt. Okay, the tornado is now reportable again. And the rotation signature is weak. Great. The hook's doing a little shifted, so maybe the tornado's just readjusting. Or at least I'm hoping it is. Are you still heading south? The annoying part, the longer the hook, the longer... Like, anywhere along this hook, we could have the tornado. Also, I ignore the tornado icon because you don't have that in real life when you're reporting stuff. Oh, dear. Okay, I'm going to back up because I feel like I'm too far south again. This tornado, for some reason, wants to head further down its hook. Are you kidding me? And now I can't intercept it because now it's like hell-bound on heading south. I can't chase it now. First of all, it's going fast all of a sudden. Now it's going fast. And second of all, now it's deciding that it wants to head way south. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, go ahead and do any post-stream self-care, all that good stuff. Oh, it shifted a lot before crossing the road. And that's as close as we want to get. Just gonna take some pictures. This looks like a freaking tornado to me. Let me take a picture. Thank you. Annoying when you get like a visibility line that gets in your way. There's a tornado right there. Okay, let's drive out of this visibility line, out of this rip-off tornado that decided to shift really fast to the south. It can't head much further south now, but it probably just shifted south so I couldn't get a good picture, or so I couldn't get a good intercept of it. Either that or it's about to rope out. East to west scenario, but it decided to shift a whole bunch to make itself very annoying. Also, this road network sucks. Let me see here. I think this is a bridge, so I should be able to, like, cut myself down to the highway. Really hard to see where the highway is. Ah, okay. No. I don't know if that was vehicle damage or if that was thunder, because there was lightning at the same time. Oh, hold on. We need to head towards the actual highway. I'm not trying to chase this off-road. I'm trying to get to the highway here. That way we can go faster. Want to go faster. I want to get ahead of this. Also, it might be turning towards the highway. So we might be doing a highway intercept instead. It's now in my blind spot. That is lovely. There it is. We're going to have to get ahead of that. Get ahead of this fella. If we get an intercept on it on the highway, that's actually not very good because it's moving almost parallel to the highway. Oh, I know there's a tornado warning here. That's why I'm in this area. I see. I see. Yes, I'll report it, but also, let me place the probe. This is not road. Why are you giving me a can't place it here? Well, this is less than ideal. I did not want to be... Well, let's see how this goes. We might be able to see it on our little eye map here. I'm gonna give this storm a little, this tornado a little extra distance because it might be heading parallel to the highway. Looks like it's heading parallel to the highway. Looks like it's gonna get close to the probe, actually. You can see it on the probe now. Okay. It is now entering the outer ring. We might get a zoom in. It's gradually changing direction, so it might not zoom in at all. Less than 100 meters. 99.7. That's pretty unfortunate. And it turned away. It turned away straight towards us, in fact. I'm going to use the other side of the highway here to get out of this tornado's radius. Okay, we did get another intercept. It was not really amazing. It was just 107. The delta was not really that amazing either. It was like 1 degree Celsius delta. And not a very impressive pressure delta either. We might, if it keeps heading parallel to the highway, we might be able to get another highway intercept here. I'm going to head past the hill, past the tornado here, which is pretty much riding alongside the highway. Okay, we're going to go just beyond the bridge here. Probably would have been safer to make this intercept. It changed directions. Great. Well, we'll see if we get it over here. It's now making the decision to cross the highway. It's heading straight. It's heading straight for the probe, according to what I'm seeing here. That's one way to escape a tornado. Don't mess me up now, Hale. $179. That is better. It got to the inner ring this time. It just touched the inner ring. Okay, that's another successful intercept. Of the same tornado. Pretty close to the same time, too. And now it's heading right down the highway, so getting another intercept on this? Probably not. Getting some pictures off of this, though. Can definitely do that. Okay, I gotta go pick up the probe again. Over here near the bridge. Okay, it's traveling right down the highway. Not a bad intercept on it. Honestly, not that bad. Did it just turn with the highway? I might be able to chase it again if I go into the other highway. I think that should be far enough away. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move a little further over. Yes, yes, yes. I don't need that popping up as I pass the tornado itself. 72. 111. A little close to danger there. Okay. That was not vehicle damage, apparently. No vehicle damage there. It's going north again? Again, large hook. Not too surprising that it's doing that, but make up your mind. Does that mean it's heading towards Northerndale? Oh, you know what? It's because the highway's bending. Okay, I think it's heading for Northerndale. I'm gonna go for that intersection north of there. We're gonna see if that's where the tornado is interested in. We might have a hail core blocking us though because of the shape of this storm. So we're gonna have to see here. Okay. Still got sort of a view behind me. Ah, light posts. Alright. Let's see if this tornado also dislikes light posts. It's not these light posts it's gonna hit if it keeps going the direction it's going in. Oh, did it just dissipate? I just saw the debris signature fade out.
Water!
Yeah, I'm not seeing a debris signature anymore.
Delicious.
Thank you very much for the water and the snacks, Pixie. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I better also be very careful while I'm doing this because the hook echo just reorganized itself here. I'm going to reposition ourselves back here. We might... This tornado might respawn. Everybody else, if you haven't had a drink of water in a while, now is a good time to do so. I'm going to park ourselves right about here. It says good. So it's we've got distance, right? All right. Let's snack while we got distance. I'm keeping an eye on the sky. I gotta... Oh, hello. Wait, what? I'll still have the snack because it says good, which means it's still a little far away. Let's hope it's not fast. There it is. Possibly heading straight for us. It's heading straight for us. We're out of here. All right. Towards the light. It's also intensifying quickly, so we're going to give it a little distance. We're going to block this road. We're going to tell the public, do not go this way. Can you catch a storm in a Pokeball? if you reach the center? Oh my goodness. Oh! If we could, we're not going to. Did you just see... Did you guys just see the corner there? It changed direction. You can see the curve right there. We still captured some probe data, but it turned away. Be careful. Much like Pokemon, tornadoes are... Much like some Pokemon, tornadoes are also very dangerous. In fact, I'm going to back away a little because our winds are over 100. Okay, we're good. Now I can go collect the probe. At least I think we're good. Some tornadoes do have rear flank downdraft. We got to pay attention to that too because the wind can be pretty dangerous there. Of course. I love it when the brake fails to engage. It's my favorite feature. Right. I don't know which update they deployed that made the park and brake less reliable, but it is annoying. Well, at least it's not going into the Forbidden Forest. We'd have a problem if that was the case. Oh, the tornado's gone. Alright. Alright, stop sniffing the flowers. Let's get out of there. 147 kilometers an hour, 85 meters from the probe itself. Looks like that's what we got. Also, I don't think we have any more tornadoes. That is not the button I wanted. I don't think this scenario is going to be providing us with anything else. Oh no. All the fun stuff is one region north. Hey, when can we travel one region north? Because this cell here is interesting me. Oh yeah, there could definitely be something happening there. In that out of bounds place. Alright, we're gonna fuel in Northerndale. Another good grade intercept. Now remember, red lights don't count if you cut the corner. Red lights don't apply to the corner. We can just cut across the corner. We're all good. Also remember, red lights don't count anyways. You're immune to red lights. I'm just gonna change lanes. There we go. The red light doesn't apply to me anymore. We passed by that fire hydrant and like they should add an update where if you hit a fire hydrant it goes Oh my goodness. See? Red lights don't apply. I like how the mini-map says Irvin. And then you enter this shop, and the game changes into Supermarket Simulator. Anyways. Oh, we got ads invading soon. Well, we are about to finish up this chase, actually, so that's pretty good timing. Once the ads are over, we'll be transitioning to nukes. Nukes will be open to multiplayer if anybody else wants to jump in. I'm not sure if the friends listing is mandatory or if I can invite any Steam user as long as I know like their name. I don't know. I just know it operates through Steam invites. But that'll be after the ads as we finish up with Outbreak here. How's the energy down here? This energy will forever go unutilized. This energy was definitely utilized. This energy, it's just gonna sit there. That's how it often goes. This cell over here is definitely utilizing energy. And it's out of bounds. This cell might be producing a tornado. Out of bounds. Whoa. Oh, it's because we got multiple intercepts and they were all pretty decent. So we actually got a lot from the probe data here. Also, we got 2,500 for tornado pictures. That's pretty good. We got 11,000 from probe data. Vehicle damage 14. Okay. All right. So we got 1.57% towards the Dominator. Next stream. It could be as early as next stream. We could have enough if we keep getting these if we keep getting these good chases. I mean, also factoring in that I did throw away a few of the really bad scenarios. Look, ribcage scenario rarely results in something fun. My pop is out. The only option now is water. Which I've been drinking anyway, so well, there we go. Going back to the garage. Back to the garage. We have done all the daily contracts. We watched a tornado beat the crap out of traffic lights. Again, for for the second stream in a row. RNG, make it a theme. Make it a theme for traffic lights to just get run over, alright? It's just like the stop signs in me have, like, we have problems with each other. Traffic lights and tornadoes, they have problems with one another, except the tornado always wins. We know how these rules play. The tornado will always win when tornado versus traffic light. But the traffic lights still think that they stand a chance, apparently, so there we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna swap us back over here. I'm gonna exit the game. Once we exit the game, my VTuber should run a lot more smoothly.